name is Jennifer S., and I currently hold the record for longest phone call of 4 hours. I had a customer call in because she has peripheral neuropathy, which is a problem where you don't feel the nerves in your feet. And she was having problems that when she was walking, her shoes would fall off. She wouldn't realize they fell off because she obviously can't feel her feet. And she'd end up walking through rocks and she wouldn't feel it. And by the time she was done, her feet would be all bloody and she didn't know where her other shoe was. And she actually told me a story about how she was walking down the street with a pair of shoes that she had. And, she was crossing the street and she had lost a shoe, but she hadn't realized it. She only realized it once someone stopped her and told her, you have one shoe on and one shoe off and you're walking down the street. She couldn't find the shoe again, so she obviously needed something that would stay on her feet, that would allow her to, be mobile and walk to wherever she needed, and a shoe that, she could take anywhere she needed. So she called in to exchange a pair of shoes that she did order from us that weren't quite working out because they didn't have the right support and the right, they didn't tie around her feet like she wanted them to, so they wouldn't come off. And she told me, all about peripheral neuropathy. She told me about, how it's a problem for her, how it's hard for her to find shoes. And, I did ask her a couple questions, what kind of color she was looking for, where she'd be walking, how often she'd be walking, just to find the right pair of shoes for her. She eventually told me, I need them for walking around. I sometimes am in a wheelchair and I need something that's flexible enough so that I can ride my wheelchair and push myself around. So I ended up finding her a pair of outdoor slippers that actually were comfortable enough for her to wear, that she could wear with her bandaged feet, where it wouldn't hurt her feet, it wouldn't damage her feet in any way that that would be a problem to her. And they actually did Velcro around her ankles, so they actually stayed on when she walked, and she wouldn't have to stare at her feet constantly to make sure that they were still on. We actually ended up talking about lots of different things as well. Dogs, Pahrump, she told me childhood stories, things like that. And eventually she did order the shoes, and I think that's why I like Zappos, because there's no script. You can actually connect with the customer. You don't have a call time. You can talk to them as long as you need to. And, as long as you're finding them something they like, something they need, they'll be happy with you no matter what.